Hi everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another speed build on The Sims 4. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit bigger than the other builds I've done, and I'm going up to a 2-story build on this time, because the last 2 videos I've done of a speed build were just 1 story, and today it's like a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. I'm not too sure what the actual name of it will be yet, but you'll be able to see in the title what it will be, but I haven't decided at the time I'm doing this voiceover. So I'm just getting the basic outline of it. I'm doing a little porch on the front there as well, and this one's a little bit more complex than my other ones because it's 2 floors as well, but I'm also trying to make it a little bit more detailed by adding little bits on the side and stuff, and adding more roofs and stuff like that, just to make it a little bit more interesting than just like a plain box sort of thing. So I built this yesterday, and it took me about an hour and a half. And also I just like point out that thing that I'm building on the back there is going to be a balcony where you walk out from the 2nd floor onto that, but I ended up not doing that. I don't really know why, but in the end it just didn't really seem right, so I just left that bit on the back though as well, because it seemed like a nice little extra, I suppose, a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I was saying that it took me about an hour and a half yesterday to build this from start to finish, which I was actually quite surprised about, because the 1-story houses that I've built took me about an hour, and this only took 30 minutes more, so that wasn't too bad, and I think I cut it down to 20 odd minutes once I've sped it up a bit. And as you can see there, I'm just building a little accent wall, I suppose they're called, that bit on the front, and I'm just putting another roof there, and then the main bit of the roof I'm doing now. And actually, like I said, I did this yesterday, so I'm a bit like iffy on what my next move's going to be, so I might pause for a second on my voiceover while I figure out what I'm actually building. And I'm just building a little roof on the side actually, and also them 2 roofs as you can see on the left, and the main bit of the roof. In the master bedroom, it didn't really work. Like, the roof ended up coming through the wall, and I tried a couple of times trying to move it, and it just wouldn't work. And I had a lot of problems with that room, which you'll see later. And I put a roof at the back there just to cover the balcony, but I ended up not doing the balcony, but I kept the roof there because it still looked nice. And now I'm just putting some, I don't know what you call them, like, they're not columns. Yeah, they are columns. I was thinking of like pillars, but they're not pillars, they're actually columns. And then I had trouble putting the roof on there, I don't know why. As you can see, it took me a couple of attempts to get it right. And I changed I can't remember the name again, columns. I changed them around a bit trying to get it right, and finally I got it, and I just adjusted it there a bit. There we go. And then I think I put a fence in next after I adjusted that roof. It took me a while to get how I wanted it to be. I didn't really want, as you can see through that bit on the right, a little bit, with the smaller roof, this like the roof's going through that, and I wasn't really sure about how I wanted that, and I ended up trying to take it away, and then I just put it all the way through. And I had actually like a feature wall on the front, which you see shortly when I do the wall coverings. And I'm just putting another roof in there just to add a bit more interest into the house and not as boring. And I'm really happy how it's going so far. I didn't think I'd be able to build something this complex, which you might be surprised about. Thinking this isn't complex. I'm messing up. I don't want to redo all this voiceover. You might be thinking that this isn't very complex, but it is for me because I'm not very used to doing these big builds. And some of you might think that it's not a very big build either. So, as you can see there, I put the door on the ceiling, well, not the ceiling, the wall at the top there, because that was going to be the entrance into the balcony. But I take that away towards the end. And now I'm just putting the windows in, and I tried to mix them up a bit, because I didn't want the same window going all the way through the house. And I also try to put like the longer windows on the bottom and the shorter ones on the top. I tried putting a bay window in there, but it wouldn't centre. And I know there's a cheat or something for it, but I don't really know what it is. So I just ended up putting 2 windows with them like shutters on the side, which I quite like them actually. And I just, like, as you can see, I'm changing them around a bit, just trying to see which one fits best. And I just go around doing all the windows. And then the top ones I had a bit of trouble with. I ended up just putting 2 small ones. I really like that circle one, as you can see, I'm trying to put down, but I ended up not going. So I put them 2 little tiny ones on, and I'm not happy with the placement, like, as they were there, but later on I changed them a bit. So they changed later on. And also, I'd just like to say that if you watch my video on the 1st of January, like my, no, it was my food blog announcement, I actually did like this end slate at the end, but that's using a picture-in-picture because I put like, it says in the end slate previous video, and that gave like a little preview of what my last video was, and you can click on it to take you to that. But I can't actually do that on my PC because I only really use Movie Maker and what's it called again? I can't remember the name of it. It's Cyberlink Power Director 13 I use as well, but I'm kind of new to that and it actually lags quite a bit, so I don't really know how to do picture-in-picture on that, but I do on iMovie, and that's really the only way I could do the end slate. So if you've seen some videos coming up like this one, which is Sims videos, especially because I do that all on my PC, then there might not be an end slate at the end with the previous video thing on. But if I do edit it on my MacBook, then that'll be there. Okay, that took longer to say than I wanted it to. So as you can see there, I have a little front foyer sort of thing, and now that's going to be the kitchen, which I've just put in closest to the front window. That's a little bathroom at the back there, one of two of the bathrooms, and I'm just adjusting the roof there because it came through the wall, which I didn't know about, but that's fine. And then there I'm putting the bathroom in, and you see in a minute I do like half it. I've seen sometimes where people do like have one bathroom, half it, and put like a archway going through, like one half of the toilet and counter, or just one half of the counters and the other half of the toilet in shower. That's what I did there. And it also goes through from a door in the master bedroom and also from the outside as well. So I decorated the two bedrooms to be one master bedroom and one kids bedroom. And then I think I did the same like colours in the bathrooms for both bathrooms, but I'll see them in a minute. Again, I'm doing the wall colourings now. As you can see, that front bit there, I've got like a darker panelling, and I do that for the two top ones as well. And then for the rest of the house, I do a light blue, like pastel colour, I guess. It's got that paneling effect on it as well. I didn't actually like that one. I don't know why I kept it, but it just didn't look right. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. It just looked well with it. That didn't make sense. It just looked good with the accent walls. I don't know if that's the right name for it. It's kind of like, it stands out, so I suppose it's like an accent wall. So the light blue went with that dark colour, I suppose. It just seemed right. And now, what am I doing? I'm doing the floor, and I'm not sure I went with that colour in the end. Yeah, I went with a light wood. I can't remember the name of it, but it was in the base game one. I didn't really like using any of the like items you get with expansion packs or game packs or stuff packs or anything, because if I put this in the gallery, then it will be available to more people that way, probably, if more people only have the base game. And then this time I'm using the wall colourings that have the paint that has the border going around the top. In my last houses I've been using just the pastel colours, but this time I changed it. And as you can see, I do like the I'm sure there's an easier way to put all the paint down on the walls and stuff. I end up having to do one wall at a time. I just press Alt, hold it down, it does that wall. I don't know how you do it for the full room. I'm sure there's a command somewhere. And I just did a different wall colour for each room. I quite like the dark blue it's kind of like royal blue, I suppose, in the main room. And then a light cream in, well, it's not really light, is it? In the kitchen, because it just have a black floor. And then I'm going to do red appliances and counters and stuff like that. And I thought three colours went well. And then I did the wood on the upstairs as well. And I did like a dark blue tile in the bathroom, and I did that for both of the bathrooms. And then I think I did do like that same wood that I have mainly running through the whole house in the kids' bedroom, but I end up changing that to a carpet a bit later. So right now I'm just making little changes to the rooms and stuff, and just putting some doors on because they're quite important. But actually downstairs I had like archways going through from the main foyer bit and the oh, my phone just went off. I had an archway going through from the main foyer in the kitchen because I wanted it to be a bit more open, just make it a bit more spacious, really. No other reason than that. Oh, and also it's a little bit different than what I've done before. I normally have like every room enclosed, but I don't really like that, really. Once you put all the walls up and you look at the house from that aspect, it doesn't really look that good. But when you're looking at it from like a top-down sort of view, when you only have the back walls up, then it doesn't look as bad. But the archways are something that I'm probably going to be using a lot more in my future builds. And also, I'd also do a Let's Play, which is a new quest. This house that I'm building now is actually in Willow Creek, I think. I'm pretty sure it's in Willow Creek. Yeah. And I have a character called Adam Cooper who I'm playing with on that, and I've got Get to Work, and he has a job as a doctor. And he's new to the town, he's just trying to meet new people and things like that. And I also have I have a main household that I play, like, just not on camera or anything, which was a place in that town, but I've actually just moved them today back to Willow Creek, I think it was, and there was this 50 by 50 plot, which was it was called the Suburban Dream House. It was like one of the most popular lots on the gallery, and I really liked it, but I didn't know where to put it. I looked a while ago, but I didn't have any plots, especially in Newcrest, which was 50 by 50. I'm pretty sure the park was, but it didn't let me put there. So I ended up putting that house in Willow Creek, but I had to take out the Mongolian Park. I think that's what it's called, the Mongolian Blossom Park or something. Ended up having to take that out, which I was a bit bummed about, but I really like that house and I wanted to have it. It's really, really big. I think it's got like 8 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms or something around that. So I'm just doing the bathroom there. I went with red counters like I did in the bathroom. No, I didn't. Actually, I went with black. And then it's because the sink was red, actually. That's what made me think of the counters. And I had trouble getting the towel on the, the towel decoration on the wall. It was going too far up, which I was a bit annoyed about, but I ended up just having to keep it there. And then this is where the living room's going to be. And I was just trying to find a table that would fit the TV on. I just put that and got this. I'm not trying to make this house very cheap. I'm sure it was over 100,000, I think, at the end. I can't really remember what it was, but I wasn't trying to do this like on a budget type of thing. It is quite an expensive house, which I quite like doing because I find it harder really to to make smaller houses with not much furniture in. I quite like overpacking it with lots of expensive things in the house. So I just put some chairs down there, and then to fill that corner up, I just did like a little 2 armchairs with a little table, just to fill up the space a bit. I was kind of unsure what to put there. I did want an easel, which I put next to the dining table, but I ended up putting that upstairs later. It just didn't really fit right in the dining room area or downstairs in general. And then I just put a little lamp on that table. I'd go through at the end, I think, with the actual lights that I put on the ceiling. I quite like to put them on the ceiling because it doesn't take that much space up really, but when you're looking at it from like a view like what I've got now, I don't know what that view is on the camera, I don't know. You just see like lights floating around the house, which doesn't look very well. I'm messing up with my English today, which doesn't look very good. When I was putting that painting on the back wall, there was another one that I had before that, which was some pictures, and there is like a cheat or something where you can enlarge some objects and things like that, and like paintings and stuff, to put them on walls to make them just fill the space a bit better. But I can't remember what it was. I'm sure I watched a video a while ago where somebody was using the Alt key, and I tried that and like scrolling to enlarge it and stuff, but it really didn't work. So yeah, that didn't work. But there is another one as well, where you can't like to center things properly. I'm really messing up today. Where things don't center properly. I think it's like bb.move objects or something like that, which I haven't used yet actually, but I know about that one. I'm kind of new to this game, so as you can see, I put some lamps down on the floor as well as the ones on the ceiling, just to fill up the space a bit and make it look a bit nicer, just to brighten up the place a bit. And as you can see, I was trying to put the easel in there. Oh, I ended up putting it there. I think I moved it because I think I put one upstairs, or I either tried to put one upstairs and it didn't work, and I just kept the one on the ground floor. Right, now I'm just putting the lights on the upstairs bit. I used the same one because I didn't want it to be too mix matchy. So what do I do now? Oh, there was a little bit of wall there that didn't really go, so I just did that and filled in the floor. And I do change them windows a little bit, like the positioning of them a little bit later. And I'm doing the kids' room. I didn't want it to be like a certain gender, like attracted to, but I ended up making it a bit more like purples and pinks and stuff in the end. So I guess if you download this, I don't know how to put things on the gallery. I'll watch a tutorial or something and upload my builds, so you can download them if you want. Then you could adjust the colours if you want to. So I'm just filling it up, putting some kids things in, like a teddy bear in the bed, in the desk, and I just put some clutter stuff on it. I think that's what the section was actually called in the build mode. I think it's called clutter or something. I'm just putting some random things in, trying to fill the space, putting some artwork up on the walls so it doesn't look too plain, I guess. And I think I got to change the carpets after I put the rugs in, actually, because I didn't think the light would look good for this. As you can see there, I'm choosing a carpet colour. I ended up putting pink in, so it was a girls' room in the end, but that's okay. As you can see there, I was having a bit of trouble with the roof, which I end up changing in a minute. Once I actually put like all the walls up, you'll be able to see it. So for the master bedroom, I'm using black and red colours, which is actually my favourite colour combination on The Sims. I used it in my last kitchen, and my last build, I used quite a lot of that colour combination. I just think it goes quite well. Actually, a lot of things go well with black, actually, so. And as you can see, the windows, I don't know why they look black on the outside, but they're actually not, they're just like silver. That annoyed me a bit, but it looks silver from the inside. And the roof was in the way, and I didn't really know how to get a nice window up there, so I just ended up having two little ones. Looks like a prison or something in that room. But I put some more lamps down, and to brighten up the room a bit, I put a big clock there. I just thought it looked nice. It was kind of a dark colour, which fits in with everything. And I'm just putting some artwork on the walls, trying to get a black border around them so it fits in well. I ended up putting a TV on the wall there because I think it looked nice instead of a picture, something a bit more modern. And I just put a lamp down to fill up the space a bit and brighten it up, and a rug. I was really happy with that rug, actually, it fits in well. Now I'm onto the bathroom. I think I've already got the archway in there. Yeah, I've got the archway in there. So on the right hand side, I had the counters with like it was like a his and her like a sink. So I had two sinks in there and put some mirrors on the wall, and I put like a laundry basket in the floor just to fill up the corner a bit. And I ended up forgetting to put artwork in that room, but at the end I go back to put some in, but I don't do that straight away. And I was trying to put little mats down next to the sink, but it didn't really work. I used that tool where you press Alt or something and you can move it wherever, but it didn't work. I ended up just putting one in the middle. I actually have loads of trouble with rugs because I feel like they never fit in with anything, really. They always just look a bit out of place, so it's kind of hard to find one. But I'm really happy with that, like the bath mat type of rug that I've put next to the shower. I use that cheap where it doesn't, I don't know what it's called. I suppose it's called Move Objects or something. I moved it slightly under the bath, so it looks more like one of them things like when you get out of the bath or the shower you step onto. Can't really remember what they're called, if they have a certain name or anything, apart from a rug. So I'm pretty happy with the bathroom at that point. I was just seeing if there's anything else I could have put in. But now on the main like landing area, I put a desk. There wasn't really enough room to put in like an actual room in for like a study, and as you can see there, I was trying to put an easel in, but it wouldn't. I wanted it on an angle and it wouldn't fit in anywhere. I think it was because of the stairs. And then I'm just putting some artwork down on the walls, trying to find something that fits, and I actually end up changing them bits of artwork around shortly. And then I put a rug down just to fill in the space a bit, and I actually put a chest table there in a minute, and I put a corkboard just so it fits in well with the like the desk area. Then I put like an aquarium thing. I kept that in, but I'm kind of regretting it because I feel like it doesn't really fit in well with what's like the surroundings. But it is in red, and I suppose, well, the red because it fits in with everything else, and the blue colour of the water like mixes in with the wall colour. So I suppose it's okay actually. And now I'm working on the outside bit. I mainly finished with all the furniture inside, and I put two different types of trees. Actually, quite look kind of similar, and just put some hedges down. I tried to put some fence around the outside, but it still didn't work. I have that problem with everything. And then I was trying to see what hedges would look like around the outside, and I didn't like it at that point. But later, I ended up going around the whole house with a hedge as a fence, because an actual fence didn't work. I need to look into that, actually, because it never works for me. And then putting the rocks down, and I was wasn't really sure about it, because I thought it blends in too much with the actual rock terrain. And then I'm just putting some of that like dirt paint down, just to make it look a bit more natural. And then I went around with all the bottom floor windows with them little flower pot things that you can put underneath them, just a little decoration, I suppose. And then I'm working on the back garden, where I put like a stone pathway up to an area where I'm going to have like a barbecue and an outdoor seating area. But I ended up changing that path a little bit, because I wanted to put in a swimming pool, which I can't really remember if I actually did that. But I definitely did change the path a bit, so the actual path walkway bit in the middle was up against the house. And then I just put a bin at the front there, and I'm going around with the hedges, and it didn't fit in the corner there, which I was so annoyed about. So I ended up having to like double up a bit on the corner, which didn't look that bad, but it's fine. And then I'm just, as you can see there, made that change to the stone path, and I put a tree in. I really like that blossom tree, but it's so big. And then I did the pool. I did it with a custom tool, but I ended up just doing a rectangle, so I didn't really need to use it. I just did the custom tool in case I wanted to make it a little bit different. It isn't really a big pool. I used the custom tool because I think I'll be able to make something a bit more interesting than just a rectangle, but it didn't work. And then I did the lights there and put a ladder in. You don't actually need ladders in Sims 4, so it just looks like a nice decoration anyway. And then I'm really happy with the hedges around the outside, actually. I think it fills in the space a bit and makes it, I suppose, a little bit more private for the back garden and stuff. And then I'm working on a little plant area, really. I don't know what else to call it. Just putting some random plants in, and then just, like, circle that off with some rocks. And I'm actually thinking now I'm getting really close to the end, and I don't think I did screenshots. I don't know if I did screenshots or not. Oh no. Oh no, I must have done. Yes, I did do screenshots. I just had a moment of panic there, because okay, let's do the screenshots now. So here's the first screenshot, which is at the front of the house. I'm really happy how the front of the house looks, actually. I'm really happy with that. Here's the back garden. As you can see, there's the balcony bit, but I ended up not doing it. But I finished it off with a little bit of like a kind of flooring that looked okay outside. There's the kitchen with the red theme, which I really like, actually. And then the dining room, which is kind of simple, but fits in with the red. And then the red poster on the wall. And there's the like lounge area, which I quite like. And then this is probably my least favourite room. It's a bit bare, but yep. And then here's the kids' room, which is quite... That walls like look really short from that angle, but it's okay. And there's the master bedroom. As you can see, the windows on the left field a bit. And then here is the first part of the bathroom. And then the second part of the bathroom with the shower and toilet in, and a few more counters. And that's it. I did have a screenshot, but it came out all blurry when I tried to put it into the actual film, like video thing. So I ended up leaving that one out. But I'm quite happy with this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It will be up on the gallery once I find out how to do it, and I'll leave my information to go and find that in the description. Make sure you give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.